Here I left you, and here I find y'all yet again for another would be episode or edition of Hoodoo Unleashed with yours truly, the Broken Prophet. We talk about the broken prophecy, hoodoo, conjure, root work, and all things Southern folk spirituality. Glad y'all came in and picked up on video number 2. I'll be doing this video, and we'll talk a little bit about money work because that's what y'all want to hear about. The world we live in is so crazy right now. Only a few people seem to have money in abundance, while the rest of us, the everyday working man and woman, seem to have to scratch and claw for it. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple of tips that work for me to use spiritual means to bring about finances and abundance. How y'all like the white outfit? I gave y'all the black yesterday, so today I decided to go with the white, include my white pimpish hat, minus the feather, of course. So this time we're going to talk about a little bit of money magic. And then I'll go into the reading for this upcoming week. Right now it is June the 4th, Sunday. And it being Sunday is another reason why I'm going to keep this video fairly short, because y'all know I'm down here in Georgia. And I always tell folks, Georgia is not just part of the Bible Belt. We are the buckle on the Bible Belt. And we stopped serving alcohol after a certain time. And I'm running low on my frosty adult beverages here. So I'll keep this video short and sweet. And I also know that we are a society of short attention spans. So I don't want to lose anybody with my ramblings. All right. So if you are here for hoodoo, you've come to the right place. I am the Broken Prophet, the originator of the broken prophecy. And been a hoodoo worker a long time, come from a line of them. I'm here in Georgia. I've always been here, born and raised around this thing. All right, and those of you who might have watched The Skeleton Key or any of the other movies that have come out with a little bit of hoodoo, maybe you saw the old lady on Eve's Bayou and wondered if that was real. Maybe some of you have Southern relatives and they talk about the hoodoo man or the hoodoo woman. Okay, so, and it's piqued your interest. But however you got here, whatever road you took, you're here now, and I appreciate you because you're spending your precious time to watch this video. You didn't have to. Here it is Sunday. You could be doing anything at all whenever you picked up this video. It could be later on in the week. But you could be doing anything at all with your time. But you chose to sit here and watch me, and I appreciate it. All right, I appreciate it greatly. Aside from the money work, this video I will be doing like I told you. I'll be pulling a few cards. And I thought about, I wanted to pull cards and give everyone readings for this upcoming week. What's that, June the 4th through the 10th or 11th, something like that. But I thought about it, and I'm like, there's no way one pull of cards can encompass everybody. And I'm not one of these astrology folks. Astrology and hoodoo just aren't really, astrology is great. I just don't know much about it. Okay, and I'm one of these people. I believe in practicality and spirituality, and I stay in my lane. My lane is hoodoo, so that's where I'm gonna ride. But I decided what I will do is I'll pull 3 cards, and I don't know all the signs. Maybe you know what your sign is. Hopefully you do. So I'll pull a set of cards for the air signs, a set of cards for the water signs, a set of cards for the fire signs, and a set of cards for the earth signs. I'll give you a reading about this upcoming week, and hopefully Spirit will give me a little something to give to you also. I'll also be giving out, and this is my testament to the hoodoo workers of old, because those old school hoodoo workers down here, they would call some of them numbers doctors or numbers prophets, because down here in Georgia, before the Georgia lottery kicked in, there was always folks doing the numbers. And if you don't know what the numbers is, it was kind of an underground lottery. Okay, there were a few people that would run the numbers, and they would have an impartial method of picking it. Some of it came from the stock market papers, things like that. They would follow a certain stock, and whatever the price of it was, that's what the number would be. And we all know that stock prices fluctuate daily. Okay, so that's how they would pull the number, and people would bet on this underground lottery. And as many people were betting, as often as people bet and gamble, there's always somebody seeking that edge. And a lot of the numbers prophets would use spiritual means to divine the next day's number and give it to people. Okay, so as a tribute to the workers of old, I'll be giving you guys lucky lotto numbers. All right, I gave out numbers last week on LiveMe, and if any of you have the LiveMe app, then you can see my videos, live. Not as practiced, and I don't think I'm that practiced and polished here on YouTube, but you'll see me doing it live there. And I gave out numbers. Let me tell you guys, I don't know about people in other states, but here in Georgia, all the numbers I gave out was off by like 1. So we're almost dialed in there, folks. Just keep on, and we'll start hitting together. So, before I start giving and giving these readings and telling these numbers and giving this work, let me ask for a minute. Let's ask for a minute. Let me ask you guys, if you saw the first video, I told you about the cleansing with the egg. And that cleansing with the egg will help you to break the shells that you've got built around you that might be keeping you from abundance. Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all done it? Have you picked up on this video after watching the first one and you've not done the cleansing work? Let's be honest. Be honest with me and be honest with yourselves. Have you done the work? Because if you have not done the work, what are you expecting to gain? Let me tell y'all something about spirituality and spiritual work. I don't care what any of these folks say. There's no candle, there's no incense, there's no root or herb, there's no ritual, there's no chant, there's no spirit that you can work with that will cause money and love and luck to poof, manifest out of nowhere and drop right into your damn lap. You can do all the money drawing work that you want to do, that you read into a book, find on the internet. There could be the grand poobah wizard giving it out. There could even be a damn money genie. There's no work that you can do that'll have somebody come and knock on your damn door and go, hey, I just had $1 million and I felt like giving it away. And I decided, hey, I'm going to give it away to whoever's in this house. It don't happen that way. Don't believe the hype. Okay, all this stuff. I don't care if you're a hoodoo worker. I don't care if you practice palo, voodoo, santeria, whether you are Wiccan, Asatru, whatever. Whether you worship Odin and Thor and all those other old gods. All this stuff works with the natural law. The natural law says everything is a matter of processes. It's a matter of processes. You have to find there is a way that money has to get to you. Okay? It's not going to drop out of the sky. That outlandish scenario that I just told you about is not going to play out that way. You got to find a way to open up the pathway so that money, through your spiritual work, can make it to you. How does it manifest a lot of times? A lot of times you'll do spiritual work and you have a job. You'll get overtime. Maybe you go play a lottery ticket and you'll hit. Maybe people that you've loaned money 2 years ago will start paying you. There's a way to get it to you, okay? But just sitting on your sofa, that ain't going to work that way. I believe in practicality and spirituality, and I will show you the spiritual means to get it to you, but you will still have to do the physical work to grease the pathway. It's called creating the nexus. Okay, if you got into a bad car wreck or whatever, and you needed a blood transfusion, and that doctor's sitting there with that bag of blood, he's going to create a pathway. The hell, dust on my beer? He's going to create a pathway to get that blood from that bag into you. That pathway is going to be that tube, that needle into your vein. He's not just going to wave it over your body and say some magic words and hope somewhere, poof, blood, boom, in body. It don't work that way. All right? So if you've been doing some spiritual work, but you've not been adding the physical component to it, you've not been creating that pathway, then don't question why it's not been manifesting for you. Okay? Because contrary to the term conjure that a lot of people use when talking about Southern spiritual work, we aren't conjuring a damn thing. Okay, we aren't conjuring a damn thing. Conjuring denotes manifesting something out of nothing. There's only one being that can create something out of nothing. That is Lord above. Called by whatever name, God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah, Nzambi, Aluramare, Bon Dieu, Odin, whatever you call the creator, is the only one that can create. All we can do down here is move shit around. That's it. That's why authentic hoodoo down here in Georgia, most of it is drawing, as in drawing something to you. Money drawing oil, luck drawing oil, love drawing oil, because we understand that everything we want has already been created and it's already out there. All we're doing is work to draw it to us. And you're doing the work to draw it to you, you've got to have a way for it to manifest, to get to you. I had a client that did some, had me do some love drawing work for him. He had a crush on this young lady at his job. So I did the work for him, and I'm always checking in and always checking in. Then after 2 weeks of no movement, I asked him, I said, well, what did she say when you asked her out? He was like, ask her out? I got to ask her out? You got to create that nexus. Got to create that pathway. But we'll talk about that later, because I do, with these videos, want to show you guys the mind frame that's needed in order to draw these things to you. Okay? Because it do me no good to keep on giving you guys spell after spell after spell after spell without telling you how, through mental magical alchemy, to bring it all to you. All right? One of the first things I want to tell you guys about money and drawing money to you. Oh, let me back up. No, I think I touched on it enough with actually having to do the work. So if you have not done that cleansing work with the egg, refer to the last video. Okay? And a lot of you who are watching my videos, y'all know it's not my style. I don't solicit or anything like that. But I am trying to grow this channel. So I will say the stereotypical freaking YouTube thing: like, follow, share, and comment. I appreciate it. All right. When it comes to money, you have to understand that money carries with it an energy. Look at all the hands that it's passed through, and each hand gives a little bit to it, a little bit to it, a little bit to it. So pay attention to how you treat your money, the things you say about it. People walk around all the time saying money is the root of all evil. Then they wonder why they don't have any. Hell, if I walked into your house and you started telling me I was the cause of all your damn problems, I wouldn't come around either. Start thinking positively about money. Look at the ways that you, look at the terminology you use, because you talk about spending money, like Reverend Ikes said. When something is spent, what does that mean? It's used up, it's gone. You throw a log in the fire, it's spent, it's burnt up. You can't burn it damn again. It's gone. So stop using the word spent when referring to your money. Circulate some money, as a good reverend said. Circulate some money. Because when something circulates, it's like a damn boomerang. It goes out, does what it was supposed to do, and then it comes back. And that's what you want. You want the money to go out and then come back in. Now, what's the physical component of it? The physical component. Well, I'll give you some work. And this is something that we do down here in the South, and it works effectively. All right? I know a lot of you are like, well, we understand about, this root and that root and this root and that root. And there are some roots that are specifically good for money. There's even money drawing powder, money drawing incense. Okay? And it never fails. The people that are telling you to get these things also will sell it to you, which is fine. I believe in supporting, merchants and whatnot. But if you don't have the cash, then what are you supposed to do? Sit there broke? Because I guarantee you, if you write them, they ain't going to send you a freebie. One thing that you can use, just your everyday. Now, this down here, this is kudzu vine. Kudzu vine grows prolifically. when it's not cut back from a yard, it can take over a house. If you don't believe me, Google kudzu, Kudzu, and click on image, and you will see pictures of it covering houses, covering phone lines. It's a constant fight down here in the South to keep this shit backed up and backed away from your house, out of your damn yard. The vines of kudzu plant grow 50 feet down. Not the vines, but the roots grow 50 feet down. You can set the whole damn field on fire with gasoline, and in a couple of years, it'll start sprouting again. So why am I telling you about kudzu vine? Because I'm telling you that because that's how I want my money to be. I want my money to grow as prolifically as this vine. I want my money to come springing up from the ground no matter what I do to it. I could set it damn on fire, and it'll come springing back. So if you don't have money for these powders and incense and potions and stuff that these people are trying to sell you, just go and find a weed local to you. Something that grows prolifically. Something that people don't want in their damn yards, because when you mow it down, it comes back. It don't have to be kudzu vine. It can be dandelion. Any of y'all ever grow up, you see the little dandelion, the little white puffs, and your granddaddy get mad if you blow it in the yard because he know next time it rains, it's going to be 20, 30 of them some bitches popping up in the yard. Dandelion grows prolifically like that. Any kind of weed. And you take it. Take a little piece of it. And you tell that little vine, as you grow prolifically, so will the money that I'm going to place you next to. And may my money grow as prolifically and abundantly as you do. May it be just as hardy and impervious to theft and my own misspending. And may it spring back up just as you do. And you take that and you put it wherever you store your money. You can put it in your wallet. You can put it in your pocketbook. If you sit here on the computer and make money, put a little bit up under the keyboard. All right? And you'll start seeing some positive change in your finances. And I don't tell y'all shit to do that I don't do myself. Okay? I just don't do it. And trust and believe. Trust and believe. You'll start seeing some positive movement with your money. And that's what we want. It's all about positive movement. It's all about growing and progressing, moving forward. Every day is about moving forward. Even if you finish the day with only 10 cents more than you had when you started it, at least you're moving forward. All right? So that's what I want y'all to do. Start thinking about how do you refer to your money. Start thinking about doing this work, doing the actual physical component of bringing your money in. Stop speaking negatively about your money. Stop putting negative stuff out in the universe. Stop telling everybody you're damn broke. Because everything after I am is a manifestation. So if you say I am broke, well, you're going to be broke. Start saying I am say I am limitless money. I am blessed with abundance. I am blessed and highly favored. I am supernatural. I am so loaded, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of it. Start dressing like you got money and watch opportunities come. Okay? See, life is about balance, y'all. I could sit here and talk hoodoo all damn day long. I grew up around it. I could talk for months and never duplicate a damn work. But I would be doing you a disservice if all I did was talk spell, without telling you the mental and spiritual faculty that's needed. A lot of people ask me about Bible verses. When speaking about Bible verses, and understand, if you're doing hoodoo, the Bible comes with it. A lot of these folks out here now saying you don't have to work with the Bible to do hoodoo. That's bullshit. I grew up around this, and I'll tell you now. You may be going through the movements and the mechanics, but if you're not working with the Bible, then you're not doing hoodoo. You may be mimicking it, but you're not doing hoodoo. A damn chicken and a duck can mimic each other, but they ain't the same damn thing. All right? One of the most powerful passages in the Bible for a multitude of works is the 23rd Psalm. And we all know it. If you haven't memorized it yet, go print it out and start memorizing if you're going to start doing this work and start bringing about change. If you're going to start embracing the broken prophecy and breaking the shackles, this shell around you that's keeping you broke, that's keeping you lonely, keeping you without luck. Memorize the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the face of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. For surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Now look at, when we talk about abundance, think about this. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. When you are praying over your little weed that you're going to put in your wallet and have it imbue your money with this resiliency, think about that part, I shall not want, because that's what you're looking for. You don't want to want for nothing. Think about the part that says, my cup runneth over, and I want you to see that. Whatever runneth over means for you. It could be a bunch of gold coins. It could be a stack of lottery tickets. For me, I see a great big old gold pimp cup like Lil Jon used to carry. If you're from the South, y'all know Lil Jon. You know, yeah, that dude, right? I see stacks, and I don't just see stacks of cash coming out of that golden chalice. I can smell it, because money has that distinctive odor when you got enough of it stacked together. You know what a stack of money smells like, and I see it and I smell it. And that is what fires off my work. So memorize the 23rd Psalm. Okay. Now I promised I would keep this video short. So I've talked about weeds. I've talked about the mindset needed. I've talked about controlling what you put out into the universe. So I think I gave y'all a pretty good little bit there. I believe I did. So let's get into these readings, okay? Y'all know I read with regular playing cards. Somebody gave me these. Now I thought they were right spiffy. Well, there's always one left in there. You don't want to leave one in there. They're the alchemy bicycle cards. You see the box is falling apart now. So we're going to do a few readings for this upcoming week. And y'all know I'm used to Periscope, and I'm used to the Live Me app. So I'm used to a little bit of interaction from folks. This is kind of odd to me. I'm doing all the talking, and I don't get anything back. But the show will go on. I'm going to pull first for the air signs. Now, air signs, I'll tell y'all already, y'all going to have a few issues this week. Because, as a Southern boy, I've been shuffling cards since I was old enough to hold a deck of cards. Because, we play spades and tonk down here. And everybody ain't going to always shuffle for you if you're going to belly up to the table. So you learn to shuffle real quick. And I say I've been shuffling for a long time to tell you guys that whenever the cards don't flow smoothly, I know there's a little bit going on with y'all. In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. The first card I pulled is a 3 of spades. That's a confirmation of what I felt. Then the 9 of diamonds. And then the 5 of spades. Okay? The 3 of spades, the 9 of diamonds, and the 5 of spades automatically tells me, air signs, that this week is going to start off a little rough for you. Maybe you'll have the case of the Mondays. Maybe you've got a coworker or a significant other that's just getting on your nerves. Now, you'll work your way out of it because that 9 of diamonds sits right there. And I'm going to go into the breakdown of each card. Okay? But just from looking at them, I know the week's going to start out rough. It's going to pick up, but then you're not going to finish strong, and I'll tell you why. The 3 of spades is a card that shows lack of growth and lack of progression. So if you're looking, air signs, for a raise or a promotion, okay, unfortunately it looks like you might be getting a little bit of bad news. It might seem like you're going to hit a few stumbling blocks. That three of spades, if that's not what you're looking for, also speaks of things just not really going the way you had it planned. That can be at work, it can be in life. But I know you guys are looking for something. You're looking for something to move for you. And that three of spades is telling me at the beginning of this week, you're going to get a little notification that things are just not going according to plan. So brace yourselves for that, air signs. You start this week off in kind of a rut. And I know y'all been working towards it. I can tell. I can feel the energy. But it tells me that you've been kind of like that car stuck in the mud. And y'all hear me use this analogy a lot. That car stuck in the mud, spinning its wheels, but not getting anywhere. And you'll start to feel that more and more tomorrow. But that doesn't mean stop. Okay? That doesn't mean stop trying. Because that nine of diamonds gives a little bit of hope. And that nine of diamonds tells me to let you guys know to stay focused. Stay on the path. Okay? That three of spades, you're stuck in that mud, but you're gaining a little bit of forward movement. That you'll start to feel your own energy picking up by midweek. Which is odd because most of us get a case of what they call the hump day blues. When you're not as close to Friday as you wish you were on Wednesday. But stay focused. Okay? You are moving forward just a touch. Just not at the speed in which you wish that you were. This is going to be a long week for you, air signs. It's evidenced by this five of spades. See, fives are are the numbers of energy and action and movement. Okay? With that 3 and that 5 in this reading, it lets me know you're going to burn a lot of energy this week, air signs. Which for an air sign is nothing new. Y'all always burning energy. But you're used to gaining more traction than you will this week. Okay? The best advice I can give you is to keep heart. Don't give up. Keep your chin up, your shoulders squared, and keep on running. All right? Because I do feel that things will get better for you by the weekend. Yes, that final card for you is the 3 of diamonds. And the 3 of diamonds is the opposite of that initial 3 of spades that started your week. Which lets me know by the weekend, you will have gained traction. Look at that. Spade, diamond is how the air signs fell. Okay? So to recap, the week is going to start off a little rough. You'll gain a little bit of traction by midweek. You're going to be dead dog-ass tired by the end of the week. But come weekend, you'll be able to look back and see you've gained a little bit of ground. All right? Put those back in there. Earth signs are next. Earth signs are next. Earth signs, you also stumbled a little bit coming out of the gate. Just a little bit. Not as much as the air signs did just then. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. See what these earth signs have in store for them. Earth signs, y'all are a little bit better. Seems like we all have a case of the Mondays coming up starting tomorrow on June the 5th. Your first card is a 4 of spades. The 4 of spades, 4s are the number of security and stability. It shows that starting tomorrow, there's some things in your life that you need to pay close attention to because you're feeling like things aren't as stable as they should be. You're not feeling the security that you should. That card is influenced by the Queen of Diamonds. Now, if this is a work situation and you're feeling like you're being watched at your job, everybody has that one person at the job that can't mind their own damn business. Okay, this confirms that that is in fact true for you. That person is watching you. Okay, if this is a relationship situation, because the Queen of Diamonds could be your significant other. Queen of Diamonds has a very cold and sometimes focused demeanor. All right, so fellas or ladies, you never know nowadays, and that's all right. If you got that lady in your life and you feel like she's not paying you that attention, that she's watching your every move, and maybe you're out there doing wrong, which you shouldn't be doing, but who am I to judge? But maybe you're out there doing wrong and think that she might be catching on. Yep, she is. So you better watch your step and start doing right. Like they say down here in the South, you better straighten up and fly right. Okay? But just like the air signs, earth signs, your week is going to pick up about midweek. Okay? It's going to pick up also about midweek. Y'all are also lucky. You're not going to face that hump day blues. You're going to finish a little bit stronger than the air signs did. Whereas the air signs finished up the week plumb tuckered and tired out, earth signs, you're going to pick up the week with the 5 of clubs, which shows you still going to have a little bit of action, a little energy, and a little bit more forward movement. You're also going to hit the weekend strong. Your weekend card was the 3 of clubs, which shows progression and moving forward. So air signs, really, if you get past Monday and Tuesday, y'all are going to cruise all week long. Pay very close attention to your interpersonal relationships, whether it be at work or at home. Okay? Whether it be at work or at home. Because your interpersonal relationships are going to play a big part in you finishing strong this week. So you may not feel it, and a lot of times earth signs, y'all do feel it because y'all are very calm and nurturing people anyway. But maybe you won't feel it. Maybe you'll say, well, I'm not going to play the game and put on the mask this week. They're going to get it how they get it. Not this week. This ain't the week for that. This ain't the week for that. We all have to do it sometimes. Put on the mask and get through the week, and it will pay off for you. Just being yourselves and your normal, nurturing, nice selves. Do that. Okay? And it will pay off by the end of the week, because that 3 of clubs is an excellent card. It shows things moving forward. If you were in that scenario that I played out and you're out there doing wrong and wondering, just keeping the mask on, playing safe. All right? Playing nice will have you moving forward. If you're in that first scenario with that person at your job, but you just can't stand, and here they are on your ass yet again, okay, keep on smiling, keep on trucking, and you'll get past that. So earth signs, you guys will have a better week than the air signs. Who am I going to do next? I'm going to save the water signs for last, because I'm a water sign myself, and save the best for last. So who's next? These fire folk. These fiery fire signs. Fire signs are very kinetic people. I love them. They're always moving. They're always moving. And y'all, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Y'all shuffle smoothly. Y'all shuffle smoothly. And as usual, fire signs always seem to catch that break, don't they? Fire signs, I pulled for you guys the 6 of diamonds, the 8 of diamonds, and the Joker. Y'all are going to have a hell of a week. Fire signs, a hell of a week. The only thing that's going to be an issue for you guys is how best to spend this damn money. Even your weekend card was a diamond. And diamonds, you know, they say diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds are the suit of finances. They're also the suit that tells you it's time to start paying attention to the things around you. Because diamonds focus things. I want y'all to think about this. If I were to hold this damn diamond up, if I had a big ass diamond right now, you know, I have to put my adult beverage in a koozie because YouTube has copyright and stuff like that. And I don't want the people saying, well, he's there just talking and talking and talking. Ain't paid nobody their due. So, you know, I keep it covered up. I practice safe drinking, wear a koozie. But I digress. If I were to hold a diamond up by this size up and I hold it up to the sun, that diamond would focus the sun's energy like a magnifying glass. It would turn that beam of light into a laser or something along those lines. So with all these diamonds, it's saying you need to be particularly focused this week. And focus on your finances. Like Snoop Dogg said, keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind this week, because it will pay off for you. And I'll tell you why. At the beginning of the week, you'll be presented with a financial opportunity. Okay? Because 6s are the numbers of communication. Something will be communicated to you about your finances. Or someone will give you some advice about how you're spending your money. Because it's not always about money coming in that leads to abundance. It's about how we send it out that leads to abundance as well. Because it does no good for you to bring $1 million in the front door, but you're sending out $1.5 million out the back. So be very careful, fire signs, early in this week about how, anything communicated to you about your finances. By midweek, you're going to get your mind right, because the 8 of diamonds is sending midweek, and the 8 of diamonds tells you flat out 8s are the number of thoughts and ideas and inspirations. So influencing that 6, that lets me know that something's going to strike a chord with you about midweek when it comes to your money. And you're going to be faced with an opportunity, because that end of the week card is the Joker, and the Joker is like a crossroads. It's a fork in the road. It's a decision. And life is all about decisions. Some of us are where we are right now because we went left when we should have went right. Or depending on how you feel about your life, maybe you were presented with the opportunity and you picked the right choice. A lot of you out there have ideas on the back burner, fire signs, and Spirit is telling me to tell you, now's the time to shit and get off the pot. You're going to barbecue, you're going to mildew. You need to pull that idea off the back burner and put it on some fire, because this is going to be a very kinetic week for you, fire signs. True to your energy, this is going to be a week for you to do something, and you'll be presented with an opportunity midweek. So let me tie it all together for you. Focus and keep your mind open for things communicated to you about your finances. Okay? Pay close attention to the ideas that you've been toying with. Now, if someone's telling you how you're spending your money, this is also a card that tells you to pay them some mind, like we say down here in the South. Pay them some mind, pay them some attention. Because fire signs, y'all can be hard-headed when people try to tell you anything. I tell folks all the time, you can always tell a fire sign by the fact that you can't tell them shit. So be open. Be more open to ideas, because something's going to be presented to you by the end of the week. And if you're open enough, your last card for the weekend is the 4 of diamonds. And like I said before, 4s are the number of stability and security. And some of you are looking for that right now. Right now. And that's what you're looking for, or looking at by the weekend. So look for a positive upturn in your financial situation, fire signs, this week. All right? Well, I'm getting through these things. And I do personal consultations for people also. I'll try to put all that information at the end of this video. I run a text line. And you know what? I'm going to do something that my live me folks are used to. I have not done it here for YouTube, because y'all can see I'm very low tech and lo-fi. All right. Here we go. Low tech and lo-fi. This is how I do it. This is my Twitter handle right here. At Papalou WWTS. That's at PAPALOU, because my name is Lou. LOU WWTS. You can follow me on Twitter there, guys. If you like a spiritual consultation, because I don't like using the word reading. And water signs, I'm going to get to y'all. I don't like using the word reading, because I'm a spiritual worker. I'm a spiritual advisor. I don't do card pulls just for entertainment's sake. I try to give you something that will help you navigate these waters of life to make it successfully from the cradle to the grave, having lived your best potential. Okay? I believe in helping people. And so I do a consultation, because I will do the reading portion first, and then I'll give you some spiritual work that will help you to progress. So if you'd like to inquire about consultations, everybody likes brass tacks. Mine are $25, and I don't set a time limit. We will read until the problem is solved. All right. So there's my email right there. Papa_Lou at Outlook.com. That's PAPA_. That is not a dash. That's a little underscore. LOU at Outlook.com. I also run a text line. Okay. I also run a text line where if you have, questions or comments, maybe ideas for the next video, maybe you got a question about spiritual work, just keep it as brief as possible, because I deal with a lot of people, y'all. It's area code 770-648-4171. Text. Rewind and screenshot if y'all want to keep it again, because I want to get these water signs out of the way. Water signs are my favorite. I'm a water sign. A lot of people don't like Pisces. I don't know why y'all don't love us. We're wonderful, loving, spiritual people. I've got someone near and dear to me that doesn't call us Pisces. She calls us Pissies because she feels we're pissy folk. But anyway, I digress. Love my water signs. And water signs, we're going to have a little bit of trouble. This is not going to be a decent upcoming week for anybody but those damn fire signs. Maybe that's why they give all the rest of us headaches. The reason being, when I was shuffling the cards, they butted like that, which usually denotes a blockage, okay, or an obstacle. So y'all do your cleansings. Do that egg cleansing. Clear that blockage away so we can get through this week. I don't give y'all anything that I don't do. And believe me, because of that, and I'm also a water sign, and being practical in your spirituality, I do the same things I tell y'all about. I'll be doing my cleansing. But in the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Queen of Spades, Two of Diamonds, King of Hearts, and the Two of Spades for the weekend. The Queen of Spades, water signs, tells us that we need to be careful about, again, the women in our lives right now, male or female, relationship or co-worker or boss. There's going to be some conflict early on this week with a female, okay? I hate saying female, but with a woman, with a lady, all right? Don't worry about it. Most of us, well, no, I think all of the signs are going to have a decent week, okay? By midweek is what I'm saying. Because the midweek card is the Two of Diamonds, water signs. And twos are the card of partnership and focus. Now, what that tells me, that Two of Diamonds influencing that Queen of Spades, is saying that part of the reason why we're having these problems earlier on in the week is because, like I said, diamonds can be focused. We haven't been as focused on this partnership we have with this woman. It could be romantic. It could be business. Maybe you aren't pulling your own weight. Okay, but you have not been as focused, and that's why we're going to have these problems early on. But she's going to give us that slap upside the head, and we'll get our acts together by midweek. The end of the week card is the King of Hearts, and that card tells us that we'll make it through the week by exuding more of a confident, because the king is confident. I know, because I am the Hoodoo King of Georgia, and I am confident as they come. But by remaining confident, remain stately, but also understanding. That's how we'll make it through this week, water sign. Because, like, you know, Pisces, we are, and the other water signs, we're very, very fluid and compassionate people. Just keep that in mind, and it'll help you make it through the week. Look for some partnership to end. And this feels totally unrelated to this initial King of Spades. But there's Two of Spades, and spades are often the negative suit when you read regular playing cards. This shows a partnership ending by the end of the week. So if you're in business with someone else, if you're in bed with someone else, look for a different strain than with this queen earlier on in the week. But you're going to feel a strain on your relationship for the weekend, Pisces. Okay? But stay strong, stay vigilant. We are fluid people, and we keep on flowing. And that's what it's about. All right? So, recap. It's going to be a rough week for us, Pisces. We will finish strong, but going into the weekend, start paying attention to your interpersonal relationships, just like I gave the earth signs. All right? Hopefully I was able to help somebody here. If you want to inquire about a reading, rewind this video, and I gave all the methods in which you can contact me, and we will do a little bit of hoodoo and a little bit of reading and get you straightened out. All right? Now, the lucky numbers for this upcoming week. And I'm going to tell y'all how I go about it. I do it the old-fashioned way with the dream book. I like Kansas City Kitty. Some people like Aunt Sally's dream book. But if you're unfamiliar with the dream book is nothing more then a dictionary with numbers associated with it. Now, last night, I dreamed about a woman, a particular woman. She knows who she is. But in looking up the number I had to look up the number for a woman because I know her name. And the dream book also has names. You see here, women's names. But I doubt I will find her name in this book. Y'all know we have been creatively named for the last 10 years or so. Okay? But, let me look just in case. You just don't know. You might not, don't know. Nah, it ain't in there. So, I'll flip back to the numbers for woman. And the number for woman is 8. The numbers are 858 and 646. So we'll do our little workup because someone asked me what a workup is. And the workup is simple. What did I say those damn numbers were? For a woman, 858 and 646. So the workup is simple. Just write the numbers on top of themselves right there. And the number that's been ringing in my head, and I've been getting close, is 137. Right there. Now you could play those numbers, and I encourage you guys to go ahead and do that. But one thing you can also do, kind of like tic-tac-toe, see what spirit calls out to you. It might be one of those combinations, 861, 827, or 867. But in looking through this, I feel that 148, this number here, is where it's going to fall. So that's the number I'm giving out to you guys, 137 and 148. And zeros have been falling very strongly also. So 840. So these are your lucky numbers for this week. 137, 148, 840. These are your lucky numbers for this week. Play around with them. See what's falling before and after. See what spirit leads you to. But these are the numbers that I'll be playing, and those are the numbers I encourage you guys to play. Again, I thank y'all for tuning in. I've got to get some things out to my Live Me followers. If you guys want to see my live videos, download the live.me app. And you will see me again as the Broken Prophet on there. You'll see my little logo. And again, those of you who want to contact me for spiritual consultations or spiritual work, you want to hear more about the Broken Prophecy, that's my contact information right there. And I'll try to do one of those little card things. I'll leave it down in the introductory section. All right? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed evening. Hopefully I was able to give you a little insight this week. Like, comment, and share. I hate saying that, but it is what it is, right? And we will get through all this together. All right? Y'all have a good one.